Every day, we're plagued by hundreds of messages in our media.
Job loss,
unequal access to sustainable transportation,
impossible job markets,
food deserts,
industrial pollution,
uncomfortable housing and high energy bills.
Our roads are dominated by cars,
industrial desertion,
disproportionately high energy costs for low-income families,
high levels of arsenic in a lot of the soil,
pollution and environmental degradation,
highways cutting through urban neighborhoods,
mountaintop removal coal mining,
the collapse of the economy.
On the news, we see crime, violence, division, war, death,
to say the least.
But Summer of Solutions has a different vision. It's a vision of hope and optimism and of action.
As young people, we face a choice between following an educational path that prepares us for an economy that's falling right now, or we can choose to do something different, to be innovators, to get creative. The Summer of Solutions exists to help us as young people make that choice, to create our own jobs.
This summer, we focused on making Cooperative Energy Futures, a self-sustaining energy efficiency business in the Phillips community. We decided to work with the community to find a new, effective, and community-based way of doing energy efficiency. We networked with community leaders. We recognized that as people from outside the community, we weren't the best ones to share the message of energy efficiency. Rather than trying to sell materials door to door or make people take the step to come to us, we invested our time in finding partners who are excited about this model. We wrote a business plan, consulted with cooperative professionals, and reached out to community groups representing the cultural diversity of Phillips. We gathered data to create an asset map of Phillips, viewing it as a community of resources rather than problems. Because of our work this summer, we will be launching a multilingual, multicultural sales team in the Phillips community this fall. Cooperative Energy Futures is helping build a green energy economy in Phillips.
The Solutionaries faced a choice at the beginning. We could approach biking and transportation in a comprehensive manner, counteracting car culture and promoting economical and sustainable transportation options for all Minnesotans. And we had help from our partners at Sibley Bike Depot. Sibley, a community bike shop promoting bike education, took us under their wing and helped us improve their existing programs. Solutionaries helped Sibley expand its bike library, which loans bikes through community partners to those that would not have access to them. As a volunteer-run organization, Sibley needed help expanding their volunteers' resources. The Summer of Solutions created a volunteer resource center in the shop and helped train volunteers with advice and tips for teaching bike maintenance. Women and transgender folks have been marginalized from bike culture. Sibley has attempted to promote inclusion with their Women in Trans Night and opened shops specifically designated for women and transgender folks. Solutionaries helped them out by creating an EXCO class also designated specifically for these groups on bike maintenance. All this work helps Sibley Bike Depot promote affordable, equitable, and sustainable biking access across the Twin Cities. The Summer of Solutions hopes to work more on these challenging transportation issues in the future and forever.
So we had a choice. We could view the vacant industrial sites as opportunities for a new homegrown economy in the United States. We researched new and complex topics around mixed-use development, and we furthered the design for a green manufacturing plant on an old car factory in St. Paul. This design integrated job creation and economic stimulation with the concepts of equal access and increased diversity. All the while, we incorporated sustainability, mass transit, on-site food and energy production into the design. We drafted a template so that we could share our vision with groups across the country in a universally replicable model. We're going to continue to work to implement these designs and usher in a new generation of industry to bring about the green economy.
Our dedication to the vision that we laid out at the start of the program kept us coming back week after week. We had confidence that we would be able to learn and develop the skills that we needed to make the project a success. And we also trusted that our community partners would be willing to teach us everything that we didn't know. By listening to the needs and desires of the people we were working with, we gained motivation and dedication to the project. We made the choice to learn alongside the communities we were working in and implement what we had learned anywhere and everywhere, in our backyards, our neighborhoods, our hometowns. In July, we began harvesting the vegetables that we planted in June, and the harvest will continue for weeks to come. We all learned that having open ears to listen and learn and willing hands to dig and weed will yield a bountiful harvest for the land, for ourselves, and the neighborhoods.